Thanks for jumping on Team Zoom, everybody. It's November 20th. And congrats to our top producers, Gene and Kat with 300 PV, Maria and Monica, Aaron, Lisa, and Rabia with 200. And congrats to everyone who is at Success Club. And we have a lot of people almost there. I know November can be a tough month, you guys, but this is when people really need us. People are struggling right now with all of the treats and everything. So invite. You might have to invite twice or 3 times as many people to get the same results as you would any other time of year. That's just kind of how it is in the fourth quarter. But you guys can do it. There's so many people that need you. I posted some of the scripts that I'm using currently to invite people in our group, Bigger Purpose. And Sabrina said she already had 2 people sign up just from using that script. So make sure you check that out. I'm inviting 10 people every single day using that, and it's working. I'm at Success Club 15, and I'm not slowing down. So let's do this. Finish strong. Congrats to our top team builders, Dina Corey and Jennifer Bridgman. And announcements super quickly. Our sneak peek starts tomorrow. So make sure you are active and participating in there. And then the holiday sale is next week. If you're in the US, it starts tomorrow at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, but it could start at 10 a.m. Be ready. They really do have limited supplies and it will sell out. So just make sure you're kind of close to your computer starting at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time because it will sell out. These are awesome just gifts. I'm planning on buying a ton of stuff that I can give out to free challenge groups, my regular challenge groups, friends and family, because our programs are amazing. But that's pretty much it. I want to hand it over to Marina. Marina, you are one of my favorite people ever. I absolutely adore you. And she's one of the top producers on our team. She's building a rock star team of her own. And we just have a ton to learn from her. Get ready to take notes. Get out of Facebook, all of the distractions. Let's hear from you, girl.
Oh, boy. Okay, so yeah, thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Love you right back. And thanks for asking me to be on the call. So you guys, let me just see. If you guys have any questions throughout the call, don't be shy to interrupt me or even post it in the chat. Yeah, but it's about consistency. And I wanted to ask you guys, besides Rachel, what do you feel like is holding you back from being consistent? Because that's a key factor, because being consistent relates to a number of factors. It relates to your goals and it relates to your why. And if your goals and your why is not strong, you will not have a strong consistency. It all coincides together. So, and you also have to think, I also think what's holding a lot of people back from being consistent is maybe they're just comfortable in their situation, and you see other people, you'll get like, well, she's doing that, so it's okay if I stay back. But when in actuality, you're a coach for a reason. You're on this call for a reason, and you're investing your time in this, and you're investing your time in helping others as well. So you really have to think about what is holding you back from being consistent. Is it your goals and the actuality that you don't think you'll be able to attain your goals, or is it your why? And third, your belief in yourself. Because I'm telling you guys, if you guys don't know your why, and you guys don't have your goals, and you don't believe in yourselves, or you have to rate yourselves on all those 3 out of 10, it all adds to your consistency and you sitting down and actually getting your power hour or 15 minutes. So let me just tell you a little bit about myself, okay? Because I'm really not here to, I'm here to share with you about what I go through day to day, because sometimes we all know the vital behaviors. We all know that we have a reason why you're a coach. We all know we have goals that we want to achieve as a coach, but what is holding us back with the consistency part? And I have 2 busy boys. I am a busy mom of 2. I feel like sometimes I am a single mom because my husband is always working. We have a lot of business that we have to pay off, a goal I visualize that paid. So when you're talking about consistency, it's hard to be consistent. But I'll tell you a couple of tricks that has helped me that I never not do. Number one is share on social media. Always, even if it's once a day, especially on your personal page, once a day. And on my business page, I would say I post at least 5 times a day. Okay. And I share what, of course, that connects with me. If it doesn't connect with you, then don't share it. But if you don't think it's easy, some weeks will be easy and some days will be easy to get those power hours in. But to really stay consistent, I really always focus on my why and my goals. And I don't compare myself to anyone else. Because you set the tone of your accomplishments, not any other coaches on the team, not Rachel, not myself, not Kat, not Jean, not Angie, not anybody. It's you. You have the power. But the thing is, ask yourself, and I would like you to put in the chat box, what do you feel is holding you back from being consistent? And Rachel, Vicky, I mean, you got me one-on-one right now. Like, if you want to talk, let's talk. What is holding you back?
You guys, take advantage.
What is
my biggest problem is hours, because I work full-time job. So between that and then all of the other things that have to be taken care of, and I want to put more effort into this, and I'm not having the time to do it.
You don't feel that? Okay. And when you are on your lunch break, you got your phone right here.
And I do. I have 30 minutes on my lunch break, and that's
okay. So, yeah. So, but taking 15 minutes from your lunch break, eating your lunch, and going and plugging in on Facebook, anybody can do that. I don't know what I would do without my phone. If somebody messages me, you want to keep that momentum up. You say, listen, I'm doing this right now, but can I get back to you this evening? Knowing that you're keeping that momentum, that you know that they messaged you, but hey, I got this to do, but would that be all right? And all the time they say it's okay. Mm-hmm. So do you commute to work?
Yes, I drive. Well, no, I don't have far to go.
Okay, that's good. Okay, because when I used to work, I used to travel. It took me an hour there and an hour back. Yeah, okay, so I would really suggest you, for you to get in that time to sneak peek those 15, 20 minutes of time there.
Okay.
Because those little peaks of focus time will get you your power hour, right? And you're not going to feel so, sometimes, oh yeah. Yeah, because I get it. You do need some time to yourself to like reflect, right? And to put that good effort and time into Beachbody. So I always do your 15 to 20 minutes, on the phone, before work, after work, and then you're done. But but the thing is you know yourself, Vicky. You know when you are on the ball. And you know when you're not on the ball. So when you're on the ball, you better make sure when you're like, this is my time, I'm that you are doing Beachbody, that you have to fit it in somewhere.
Frustration is not being able to read and learn more about it because I feel still lost.
That's a misconception.
I want to know this, or I want to.
Yeah.
Or like poor Rachel, she gets tired of hearing from me because of all the challenges, or how to set up a challenge and all of that. She sends me all the information that I can look at, but I don't have time to read it all, to look at it all. And then I feel lost.
Okay, so maybe just plug in your challengers into Rachel's group.
I've been doing that.
Just do that for now. Because I would just do that and just take it a step at a time, because you won't learn everything at the same time.
Yeah.
But what's the most important thing to focus on is your fitness journey, and you sharing that. That is hands down, because that's the only way you're showing your friends and your family and the people on social media what you're doing, and that's how you'll be able to inspire others to jump on board with you, is you focusing on you.
I've been doing that.
Okay, that's great.
So I've been doing that.
And when you have that extra time on the weekends to learn a little bit more, then do that on the weekends. But during the week, when I don't know if you work Monday to Friday.
I do.
Okay, so Monday to Friday, just focus on your Shakeology, your nutrition, getting your workout in, and sharing that.
Okay.
You do that, you're already creating momentum. Okay. And on the weekends, say, okay, I have a little extra time. I'll look into that. The challenge groups, some little trainings here and there, things like that.
I listen to a lot of them while I'm putting my makeup on in the morning and things like that. I listen to whatever I can that I can listen to where I don't have to sit and read.
Okay.
You can definitely make this business work with limited time. So the top coach for 2 years in a row, Wayne Wyatt, he owns an orthodontic practice. He was still working full time, plus he has 5 kids. He was the entire top coach of Beachbody for 2 years in a row. So it's just making the most of your time. What helped me was writing down what I was doing every 15 minutes of the day to see where I was wasting any pockets. And then when you do work your business, get rid of any other distractions and be laser focused and use all those little cracks. There's a good national wake up call. Do you guys remember if it was Erin? When she was talking about being a full-time teacher and working in like Power Pockets.
Erin Carrasco?
Not who it is, but if you search Power Pockets, it should show up.
Power Pockets. If you look at the Team Beachbody podcast, you can listen to it when you're in the shower, getting ready for work. Like I like try to maximize every single second.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I do in the while I'm putting on my makeup. I'm listening to you or someone.
That's what you gotta do. What you gotta.
He's always there with me.
It can be done. Trust me, it can totally be done.
Okay. So, Rachel, I wanted to ask you, since you're on the call too, what do you feel is holding you back from being consistent? Because we met each other at Coach Summit. You just came back from UCW.
UPW?
So, UPW, yeah. So what do you feel is holding you back from being
at post UPW? Nothing. Because it was bullshit excuses. So yeah, I mean, honestly, like before it was kind of like the same things, like I'm too sick, my migraines suck, I have no time, I can't do everything, I had a new job. But yeah, I mean, like he hammers in not just like on limiting beliefs. Like the key for me is like, I mean, I've seen and heard so many Beachbody like podcasts and Zoom calls on limiting beliefs, and it's about like getting rid of those. But like the key is like, I forget what Tony calls them, but to like flip it and like give yourself like the positive truth. Mm-hmm. So like if your limiting belief is I have no control over my health, then your whatever Tony calls it is like I am 100% in control of my health, or I am healthy, or like giving something positive to replace that limiting belief with. So
okay, that's cool, because I really do believe that if you don't have your why and your goals, and if they're not strong, then you're not going to be consistent. Mm-hmm. So when Rachel asked me to talk about consistency, I'm like, well, really? Like, I get my power hour in. I work every day. I don't try not to miss a day. But if I didn't have my goals and my why, because I know what I got to do, right? I know what we got to do. But if you don't have those two factors, and three, your goals, your why, and your belief, you're not going to be consistent. And I'll tell you something. We just had Miguel Carrasco and Erin Carrasco come to Montreal to our Super Sunday. And Miguel was so brute honest with us. He's like, you want me to be honest with you? I'm going to tell it to you straight. If you do not believe in yourself, you will not succeed at this business, hands down. You have to believe in yourself. So if you want to be consistent, start believing in yourself, start believing in your story, start believing in your why and start believing in your goals, and do not think just because you're surrounded by other people who are at some state in their lives that you are going to stay where you're at.
Maria,
Yeah.
if someone is struggling with that belief, how do you suggest they get it?
Small goals. Small goals. You have to set small goals. You cannot get to the big ones if you don't get to the small ones. And we talk about this a lot. I really focus with my team because this is what it's about, is helping people. So if we're not helping people, we're not builders. We're not building up challengers, and we're not building up our team. So I ask them to focus on small goals to build up their belief in themselves, whether it's focusing on their health and fitness journey, and then they're like, hey, I can do this. So if that's their first, you have to find out where they're at, where if they're good with their health and fitness, if their misconceptions is that their story has no worth, well, I'll focus on that. It depends where they're at. So I find out where they're at and talk them through what they need to do to get to that little next step. It's like, an escalator. Because you're not going to, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to go from an emerald coach to a 2-star diamond coach. You're not. You gotta go up the steps. So when I started to believe in myself, and when my why became bigger than myself, and I was shit scared, and I didn't want to go back to work, I was like, okay, we keep hearing it all the time, to help people. Well, I cannot not help people. I can do that. That's my first small goal. So I would make that, you focus on yourself. Oh, Rachel disappeared. To focus on your transformation.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay, girl. And yeah, so, but when you're helping your team and challengers, ask them questions and figure out where their misbeliefs are coming from, whether it's with their story or them sharing or something that they're struggling within. But once you help them work towards that, it's really about the small goals, and then showing them, well, look, when you say, I also have them take if out of the vocabulary. I say when, take if out. When I achieve this, when I'm going to get there, when I'm going to make this amount, when I'm going to help 10 people, when I'm going to build up 5 more diamonds on my team. When, not if. I hate that word.
Heck yeah.
I don't think we don't struggle. So I was at the Super Saturday. It was October 30th. I swear to God. So I'm listening to, and I get a message about power of being consistent. You share your story, stick to a program, drink your Shakeology, just share your journey. And I was talking to someone for months, and all of a sudden she messages me. I hadn't talked to her maybe in a while, and she messaged me, and she's like, yeah, Marina, I'm sick and tired. She's like, I want to get on the 21-day fix. I want in. And I was like, wow, like, where is this coming from? The second last day of the month, my third person, when she thought, I want to get a challenge pack, I want to start, you want to be that person they think of. So when you're posting on social media and you're sharing your journey, don't think you're a pest or that it's not going anywhere. There's no purpose to it. There is a purpose, because once they're ready, who do they think of? You. They don't think of other people, because believe me, there are going to be tons of other coaches out there messaging people, sharing their story, but it's you that you want them to think about, not that other person.
Yeah.
So she came to me, and now she's doing the 21-day fix. She was my third person to help, but it was my power of consistency and sharing my story, knowing my why and my goals, all that combined, that got me that third person. That's you know, and I just finished the 10x factor. Yeah, and he even says, he's like, you need to put yourself, you do need to put yourself out there, because just like when he was comparing, like, you see Google everywhere, you see like McDonald's everywhere, you see Tim Hortons, you see Dunkin' Donuts. You have to put yourself out there to be known. There's nothing called like overexposure. And if people don't like you, let them unfriend you, because those are the people you don't want to connect with. Don't take it personally anymore. Do not, because your purpose is bigger than that.
Yes. Vicki, this is something I see you doing a really good job of. I see you posting super consistently and sharing openly what you're going through. You're doing
I'm trying.
No, you're doing a great job. I see you showing up every day, and you're tagging me in a lot of those posts. So I'm like, oh, she's at it again.
I'm like, see, Rachel, I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
So it doesn't go unnoticed, Vicki. And just know that it doesn't.
I work in a school. I work in an entire district of the school. So everyone knows me in the entire district because I do speech with the kids. So I've had several people, though, giving me a bad time lately about, what's with you all over Facebook? And I just thought, well, I'm just going to let it go, because there's probably 5 more out of every one that are saying, wow, you're doing a great job. And I'm,
There's probably 50 out of every one.
You think?
Yes. Don't let the haters. That's exactly the right attitude. Don't let the haters get to you, because there's so many people that you can help with your story and what you've been through. So many people. Do you guys know Vicki's story and how Shakeology's helped her?
No.
Vicki, share your story. And she was a skeptic too. She thought it was too expensive.
I did.
Until you've gotten it,
right?
Yeah. Well, I was having a horrible time hormonally. Oh, and Rachel, wait, I have to share really quick. My daughter called me yesterday and she said, okay, Mom, I'm ready to try.
Good.
After I cried for about 30 minutes, because you guys don't know, but my daughter's very, very ill, and pretty much had given up on her health and her life, and even asked us at one point if we would go to an attorney with her to have our grandson signed over to us.
Oh, wow.
Because she's so sick. But she something clicked with her. A man talked to her on the phone the other day. She does billing. She used to be a counselor, so she talked to him and his story, and he was talking about how wonderful his life had been, and even though he'd been sick all of his life and all of this, and it just clicked with her, and something just, God talked to her. So anyway, but my story is I was having hormone issues really bad, real bad, and I got to a point where I didn't know where to turn, and started instantly gaining weight, and didn't change anything other than that they had taken me off hormone medication. And it just did strange things to my body, my mood, everything. And I'd always worked out and never changed any of that. And weight started coming on, and I started hating life. And I had an aunt say to me, oh, you might as well get used to it. This is your life now. And I thought, nah, I don't think so. So that's when I finally told Rachel, okay, that's it. I'm doing it. I'm going for it. And ever since I did, I've been started drinking Shakeology, and it made all the world of difference. It really did, because the weight started coming off, and I've been doing the Beachbody workouts, but I had been doing them. So I know that the big thing was the Shakeology and the consistency. I think those are the 2 things that have really made a difference for me. And having the challenge groups and Rachel on my back. Going, you can do this!
Well, you're amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, you need to share that and share that often.
Share that story, even
Often.
just like little bits of it. So a part of it could be like, I thought it was too expensive. I thought it wasn't worth it. But, you know, just like,
and I've told a lot of people that I really seriously have that tell me, I can't afford it, and that, like, I hear you, I understand, and I felt that way, but I'm not having to take a bunch of medications or go to the doctor all the time because of it, Yep. And seriously, I feel like it's really made a difference in my health.
I would
and wait till you see the picture I post today, because it's dual cuts. It's my husband and mine that I'm going to post today.
You know how to go live on Facebook when you...
I do.
Okay, so I want you to go live today and just share your story in less than like 3 to 5 minutes. Just how you felt before, what made you decide to actually, try it, and then how your life has changed.
All right. Well, I have to put makeup on, because you girls get to see me when I don't put my makeup on.
You can do whatever you want to do to make yourself feel comfortable, and then you got to tag me in that video. I want to see it. Okay?
You're so bossy, but okay.
Sorry. Trying to help you.
Bossy, but it works.
Right? It'll work. It'll work. You have people coming to you that'll be like, oh, I get it now. Something will click.
Yeah, okay.
Vicki, a post that I did like a while ago that I probably need to recycle was I posted a picture of like all the medication that I used to take.
I saw that.
Before I started drinking Shakeology.
Yeah. And
see that post. I want to see it.
That's the dream.
Recycle that post. I want to see it.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't used it in a while.
With my daughter. I would love it if you would post the picture again so I can show my daughter.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Go. There you go. So yeah, guys. So
we're all helping each other.
Yeah, but back to the consistency. And if you don't have your goals, you don't have your why, and you don't have belief, those 3 keys, you're not going to have strong consistency. Really not. And maybe you're in a comfortable situation, but think about it. Like, I tell my team like this: think about if you were in a really uncomfortable situation, how would you treat your beach body? Because for me, that's what did it. I got in a really uncomfortable situation.
Okay, what was it? Because now you're giggling.
Vicki doesn't know your story. Yeah, you got to share. What?
I don't know if Rachel does either, but
Sorry.
It's okay. So what happened was I went in full. It's going to be 3 years. I'm a coach in April. Okay. The first year I was doing it for fun, and for fun, I mean, I enjoyed it. The programs, I was doing them. I was achieving Success Club here and there. But I was doing challenge groups and things like that. But was I really doing to my full potential and setting myself goals? No. But so I was, it was 2015. Yeah, 2015. I made myself a goal that I would never miss Success Club, talking about small goals. So that's when I was at. That was for me, my next step. Why I made that goal was because I did not want to go back to work. My husband's company had to stop operating, and we got into a lot of business debt, a lot that we're still getting out of right now. So for me to not go back to work, to stay at home with my kids, I had to give this my full on and not miss my goals, because I didn't want to pay for my Shakeology. I couldn't afford to pay for my Shakeology. So I had to step it up. So it got that that whole mess made me step up my belief in myself and my goals and my power, everything. And it's completely changed, full cycle. But it starts with those small goals. Sorry, guys, my kids are. arguing in the back. So that's what happened. And it was not a good time. It was not. I didn't even share this with Rachel maybe a year later or before I came to visit her in Florida. So don't forget, like, a lot can happen personally for you, with Beachbody. It's a growth. And a lot of things happened to me I never thought would happen. I ended up going to visit Rachel just the day before Mike's birthday, December 2nd. I flew out to visit her for the Diamond Retreat. I ranked Advanced to Diamond, got Success Club All-Star, but all by being in a really uncomfortable situation, having a huge why. I had goals attached to it, and I really started to, I had no choice to start to believe in myself. When you have no choice, it's like, you gotta get it done.
Yep.
Gotta get it done. So, like, Vicki, you work full-time. Rachel, I can't see you, but I know you can hear me. Maybe you also work full-time. I would say you are in comfortable situations where you are earning a paycheck every week or every 2 weeks. But think of this. What if you got fired? What if they cut your hours? What if, sorry, let me finish. What if you got in a car accident? What if a family member needed help? How would you treat this? But not only that, but what do you want from this?
Right.
What do you want from it?
I want to help my daughter financially, and my husband wants to retire soon, and I don't want to be one of those people struggling financially once that happens.
See? So
I do have goals.
yeah. So I would put them, like, let me show you guys. I would put them down. Like, I'm starting to put mine down, and for my team, so I finally got a whiteboard.
Yes.
I usually have them on a piece of paper, and Lisa was like, "Brenda, get yourself a whiteboard." So here's and you have to put it in your face. You really do.
I have mine on the table over there. My big whiteboard. Yep.
So hold on.
Vicky, write down what it is that you want to do. You have to have it concrete. You have to have that vision and send it to me. And you got to look at it every day. And Marina's right. It's the exact same thing that happened to me. It was when I was pregnant. We were on food stamps that my back was against the wall. Before that, we were comfortable. We had savings. My husband had a job. And I was a coach for 2 years. And it was until we hit that point that shit hit the fan. And I was like, I know this works. I've seen people have success. I need to make it happen to me too.
Right.
And it just switched. And I went from barely ever hitting Success Club, maybe like twice, to hitting it now 33, 34, 35, something like that, consecutive months in Success Club 10. I flipped the switch and everything changed. And so it's when you flip that switch and you say, this is my why, this is what has to happen no matter what, you will be consistent and you will show up because you have that really strong vision.
I do feel like I'm missing because I can't make the Monday meetings that you keep having. So that bothers me that I'm missing that.
So why don't me and you have a check-in every week? We do a little check-in like this. And that way that'll help you stay connected if you can't get on a team Zoom or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad that you can't be everywhere, or you won't. You won't. That's why we record these things. Just know what you need to do for yourself and your journey. That's the main thing. Those little things, I feel that's not going to get you where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm not on a Zoom, Rachel knows, like, well, I'm either I have to do something with the kids, I'll watch it later, but she'll know I'm there, or I'm there. We but when she sees, like, okay, she's helping people. Oh my gosh, she helped her coach. Like, you see it. You see it in your Coach Online office. You see it on Facebook.
Right.
But let me tell you, like, I was like thinking, I didn't post today. What should I post? And I'm like, maybe I shouldn't do another coaching post. And then I have Josh Cartone from the 10X Factor. You got to do it 10X. I'm like, frick, I got to post that I'm on a team call. And I didn't want to. But he's like, you still have to be in everyone's face because not everybody sees your posts.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
so don't care. And if they unfriend you, let them unfriend you.
Yep.
And whatever, because like They don't know. They don't understand. And that's fine. You want to attract the people that want a piece of the pie, that are deserving of the opportunity, that you want on your team. Mm-hmm. Like when I hear the top coaches speak on the calls and things like that, their energy is like up. If your energy is down, that's what you're going to get. Your energy needs to be, So even on I'll tell you this, guys, consistency is great and it's going to get you a long way. But I shared this before and I'm going to say it again. If you have a bad day and if you're on low energy, do not do a power hour. Do not. That's your sign to log off. You need that time for you because you're not going to accomplish nothing with that. Positive vibes. And like I said, if it's a bad day, it's a bad day. I have bad days where I don't get a power hour in. So I know the next day I have to get 2 or an hour and a half or something, but at least it's positive time instead of negative time. Okay. And especially coming from someone who is struggling huge, like some nights I'd be like, I have so much on my plate right now. I can't help anyone else. And I still help 3 people a month. So just going to show positive energy, positive vibes when you're talking to people on Facebook goes so much more further than just getting a typical power hour in.
Yes. To add on to that, make sure you're guarding your mind and you're not on Facebook all day, every day. Like make sure you allow yourself morning, like reading your meditation, personal development, before you get on Facebook. So like today, I wasn't on Facebook, social media, nothing until like 1:00 in the afternoon. And I just gave myself all of that time to be with family, be present, focus on personal development. If you're always on social media, you're going to feel so drained. You got to make sure that you set boundaries and check in only after you've done your power hour, after you've done your personal development, and then log off before you do personal development, before bed or something like that. You got to protect here because otherwise you're going to feel so drained.
Yeah, Vicky, true story. When I was at UPW, Rachel messaged me like 3 times and was like, go live in the group. And I was like, no, girl, I'm staying present in the moment. I will do this later. Because like, if you don't do that stuff, you're going to burn out.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't wait to hear about it. I can't wait. It looked like it was awesome. And Melanie Mitra was there too with the team.
Oh my God. Okay. So funny story. We literally collided into each other, like outside, because I was going to the bathroom and I was like, oh God, oh, you're Melanie. Hi. And she just looked at me like I was crazy. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a Beachbody coach. And she's like, oh, cool. And we were both like so embarrassed from running into each other. We both just like scurried away. It was so funny. But literally she was like, oh, you're Melanie. Like,
that's funny. Rachel messaged me though, because I want to do a one-on-one call with you.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay. I have a lot of time this week.
Yeah.
So this is like a good week. I don't have to, on Monday and Tuesday, we have parent-teacher conferences, so I don't have to be in until noon.
Okay.
So I could do like a morning call.
Message me and we can set up a time.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
Oh. And can I say one more thing? Visualize where you want to go, what kind of coach you want to be when Summit comes next year, because you don't want to be at the same place. Mm-hmm. You don't. And you don't. Visualize what kind of coach you want to be, where you want to be at. It's all on you. It's not on anyone else. And don't compare yourself to anybody else on your team or on a bigger purpose. Do you. Do you. That's all I have to say. Visualize where you want to go. Yes. And you're just going to start attracting more of that to you. Okay? Because I know, Rachel, we met at Summit briefly, and I know you have big goals for yourself. Just visualize what kind of coach you want to be when you're at Summit next year. You don't want to be at the same place. There's so many of you who are at the same place. You don't want to. You go to Summit. It's not for a party. Oh, this is so much fun. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's fun. We're all together. But then you go back home and it's reality. And it's reality for all of us. that's like, oh my gosh. It's like, this is real life in my office. It takes work.
Yeah.
Like Gary says, it takes work. So do the work. And then you can and then you'll go to somebody and you'll be like, I'm owning it. Like, I'm where I want to be. I'm not stopping. Now that, and then you take it to the next level. It's about taking it to the next level. But you got to put in the work.
Marina, have you ever been to UPW?
No.
I think if you go, your head would like explode because you're already so naturally like charged up that like I could totally see you just like exploding. You would love it.
Coming as my guest. The next one's in March, but I don't know if I'll be back in the States. We got to figure out if he's going to have one in the summer.
I know. I'm not sure.
I'm planning on going with Rachel. So
he's
good.
Coming with me to one, hopefully next year.
Yeah.
Good. Your mind will be like, it's just going to explode.
So good.
Rockets are going to come out of my head.
Yes, you will come out like 15-star diamond. Like, it's awesome.
Well, I really want you to do a call. Why don't you do a call about your experience? Like, tell me what.
We're going to. Ashley, Ange, and I, we are planning something.
Please.
All of us got super sick afterwards. So I've been trying to like recover. Ange didn't have a voice until like 2 days ago. I just got my voice back a day ago. And I'm still like really hoarse and congested. I don't know if you can hear it over the Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we will. We're definitely going to.
Awesome. Because I've just heard so many amazing things from it. So, yeah. And
yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. So, and it looked awesome. Like, just the energy there is unbelievable.
You guys had Pitbull. Dang.
Yeah, we had Pitbull. It was crazy. It's like a huge dance party like the entire weekend.
But what was your biggest takeaway from it?
Oh my
God. Now I'm talking about it. But
There's
no, I really want to know, what was the biggest takeaway for you that just stuck to you?
So I actually shared this with Rachel, but one of the things that was like a huge takeaway is that, so like I started off out of the gate like really strong. Like I was like a success starter, got my ticket to Summit, whatever, was doing awesome. And then my husband actually said to me, he was like, wow, like you're doing so awesome. I am afraid that I'm not going to be able to keep up with you. And like, he was actually afraid that like I had changed into this totally different person and that like I wasn't going to be his wife anymore. And so that like hit me really hard. And then I like literally like stopped trying. I like stopped working my business. I wasn't showing up consistently. I wasn't posting. I wasn't doing anything. And I didn't even like realize that I had like made that shift until I got to UPW. And there was like a bunch of different exercises that he has you do. And I was like, holy shit, like that's totally when I started struggling with my business, was after he had said that to me. And like, that was not his intent in saying that by any means. Like it was supposed to be a compliment, but I totally took it like the opposite direction. And so like coming back from UPW, like having a conversation with him of like, look, I can still be successful and you are going to come like right along with me. Cause I can't do this without him. And so like, that was a major one. That was like a total mindset shift. And then like when he talks about, like I mentioned before, like not just, you know, acknowledging your limiting beliefs, but coming up with positive statements to like change your mindset for that. That was a big one.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. And like we freaking walked on fire.
Yeah.
Like, you feel like a badass after that. Like, yeah.
Oh, man. Did you get burned?
No.
I don't.
You like don't even feel the heat, to be totally honest with you. Like I felt like I was walking on gravel. Like I remember the sensation of like the actual coals, but I don't feel the heat at all. None of us felt the heat.
Nobody
So,
got
Rachel,
burned at all.
if you can walk on fire, then you can do anything that you put your mind to.
And like, I have to tell you something too, and I've already told Ange this. So like, Ange came in and she was like, I am not doing this. Like, she actually started like bawling because she was so tired and like physically drained. She's like, I'm not doing this. I can't get myself into a mindset to do this. And so Ashley and I basically like dragged her out to at least like come watch us. And so I went, and then like right after I went, I turned around and I saw that like she was the next person up to go. And the UPW staff are awesome. Like, they like talk you through the whole process. And I was like, oh no, I'm like, she's not gonna do it. Like, I was like panicking. I'm like, I want her to do this so badly. And then she did it. And I started crying because she did it. Like, it was so powerful to like watch someone else overcome that mindset and that fear. And she did it. And she like, we were both bawling when she got to the other side. It was awesome. It was so awesome. Like that. And I've told her this. I'm like, watching her walk across the fire was like one of the most powerful experiences for me, because to watch someone else make that mindset was like, oh my God, it was amazing. I could cry. I'm like tearing up right now thinking about it. It was awesome.
But that what you just said, okay, those the people we meet through this, the experiences we go through this, how we grow as a person through this stuff is like, you can't put a price tag on it. I don't know where I would be without coaching. I don't know where I would be without Rachel sharing her story. So when we have those hard days, we have to tell each other. Like I told Rachel on our last Zoom call, girl, like, you're doing amazing things. Doesn't matter what rank you are. I mean, it matters in a sense, but what really matters is the type of team you're building and the culture you're putting in that team, and to know that you are making a difference. You have made a difference, to reflect. You always need to reflect on those things and those memories. You can't forget that. So that's a really great thing to put up. So on those bad days when you feel like low, know like, well, we did all of this together. There's a lot more to come. So that's how I think. So I keep visualizing Punta Cana, Summit, where I want to be. I keep visualizing X's, and those X's for me represent my future leaders on the team, the future people I'm going to help. I don't know who they are, but they're going to come. Do you know what I mean? So that's another thing I do a lot to keep consistent, to show up on the days you don't feel like showing up. So I want you to keep thinking about that. And let people know. Don't be shy to let people know how they've impacted you, because you don't know what if they're having a good day or not.
Right.
You see Rachel and you feel like she's always on her game. She's human just like anybody else and has feelings just like anyone else.
Yeah.
Just like me. If you see my name on the Success Club board, on the volume and this and that, dude, I work. That's it. Hands down. Because of all those factors. So please, Rachel, keep that, like, always think of that. Don't forget it. Don't forget your experiences at Summit, what you learned, the feeling there. Talk a lot about feelings and placing emotions with feelings. Like, you remember certain things in your life because of how you felt. Right? I knew how it felt to be on the floor with Rachel at Summit. That was amazing. And there's for me, there's no way I'm not going to be on that floor or on that stage. And I said it to everyone. I'm like, watch, I'm going to be talking at the next Super Sunday. It's going to be, I have to voice it before it's happened. You have to voice what you want and work for what you want before it's happened. I know I'm going to get more diamonds on my team because I'm working on it. So when it's going to happen, it's not going to be a surprise. Do you know what I'm saying? Is this like adding up? I don't want to, right? Well, there you go, guys. We went for an hour. But I really, like, honestly, I really believe in our team and our culture, and I feel like this is a year that we bring down our barriers and our limiting beliefs, and we bloom. Like I say, shine, we shine.
Head to the yes. Oh, thank you, Marina.
Sorry, I'm.
No, I'm so happy this was like a smaller, more intimate call, and we could really chat. But I have to get
Yeah. So guys, please, like, don't be afraid to reach out to me anytime or to the team, okay? Honestly, it's not just at Summit that we get together. Hey, you know, it shouldn't be like the uncomfortableness. We have to get to know each other to really grow as a team.
Right.
Honestly, I can't say that more. So, like, when I messaged Tatiana, like, if you want to, like, don't be afraid to reach out. That's what Facebook is for. That's what this is for. Anytime, honestly. And Rachel, I'll be messaging you because I would love for you to talk about your experience more in detail with my team, what you experienced with Tony.
Cool.
And that will just up your game. So you'd be like, next time you get invited to team call, yeah, I got this. It's bringing you up. And I want to hear I really want to hear it more. So, guys, thank you so much, Rachel.
Yes, thank you. You guys are amazing. I love you all, and I'm super, super proud of you. Let's finish November strong, finish the year strong, and help a ton of people. You guys are awesome, and I love you. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday, you guys. Bye.
Hey.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.